Today we're diving into the top 5 most dangerous dive sites in the US. We're talking about places where one wrong move could mean game over. If you think you can handle the pressure, keep watching. We're exploring shipwrecks crawling with sharks, underwater caves that go on forever, and currents so strong they could rip your mask right off. So, are you ready to take the plunge? Buckle up, because we're about to explore the wild side of diving. Let's go! First up, we're headed to New Mexico, where you'll find the Blue Hole. This massive underwater sinkhole is a magnet for divers, but don't let the crystal-clear water fool you. It's a deceptively dangerous dive. This place is deep, plunging down over 80 feet. You're going from bright sunlight to almost total darkness as you descend. And the walls of the hole? Straight down like someone carved them with a giant knife. But the real danger here lies in the sudden drop-offs. One minute you're cruising along a shallow ledge, the next you're in free fall. And if you're not careful, you could get hit with nitrogen narcosis, that feeling of being drunk underwater. Experienced divers swear by the Blue Hole. They say the thrill is unmatched. But even they'll tell you, this is a dive that demands respect. The Blue Hole is waiting. Next up, we're heading to Florida, home to the Thunderbolt wreck, a sunken ship that's now an underwater playground for divers and sharks. This 180-foot-long Coast Guard cutter sits on the ocean floor, about 120 feet down. It's a ghost ship, taken over by marine life. We're talking massive schools of fish, curious barracuda, and sand tiger sharks. These sharks aren't usually aggressive towards humans, but when you're surrounded by dozens of them in the murky depths, it's hard not to feel a shiver of fear. The Thunderbolt is notorious for strong currents. One minute you're admiring a giant grouper, the next you're being swept away from the wreck. And if you're not careful, you could get tangled in the wreckage itself. Fishing lines, loose wires, you name it. For the adrenaline junkies out there, the Thunderbolt wreck is a dream come true. It's a chance to explore a piece of history, come face to face with sharks, and experience the raw power of the ocean. Just remember, this isn't your average dive, this is the big leagues. Eagle's Nest Sinkhole, the Mount Everest of diving. From shipwrecks to sinkholes, Florida's got it all. And our next stop takes us to the granddaddy of them all, Eagle's Nest Sinkhole. They call this place the Mount Everest of cave diving, and for good reason. It's beautiful, it's challenging, and it'll straight up kill you if you're not careful. Imagine this. You plunge into this crystal clear spring, sunlight shimmering all around you. You descend through a narrow opening in the rock, and suddenly, you're in another world. A massive underwater cavern stretching out before you like an alien cathedral. But here's the thing, Eagle's Nest is a labyrinth. A maze of tunnels and chambers, some so narrow you have to squeeze through sideways. It's easy to get disoriented, to lose your way in the darkness. This dive is only for the most experienced, highly trained cave divers. They come for the challenge, for the chance to explore a place few humans have ever seen. Because they know that down there in the cold, silent depths, the line between life and death is thinner than a breath. Chapter 4, Monastery Beach, where the ocean shows no mercy. Let's head west to the California coast. Monastery Beach, also known as Mortuary Beach, is breathtaking but treacherous. Golden sand, turquoise water, rugged cliffs. But don't let the beauty fool you. Powerful surf and rip currents can sweep you out to sea. One minute you're waiting, the next you're caught in a deadly current. Waves crash with the force of a freight train. Monastery Beach is a place of beauty and danger, where the ocean shows no mercy. Jacob's Well, a vertical invitation to danger. Our final stop takes us to the heart of Texas, where you'll find Jacob's Well. This spring-fed pool is a deceptively deep vertical cave system. It's a magnet for divers, but has claimed several lives. Picture this. You jump into this crystal-clear pool. You start to descend, sunlight filtering down, but as you go deeper, the light fades. Jacob's Well plunges over 140 feet. It's easy to get disoriented and lose your way. The real danger lies in those narrow passages. Divers have been known to get stuck. Jacob's Well is breathtaking and dangerous. If you're ever in Texas, take a dip in Jacob's Well. But be warned, it might just be your last. Would you take the plunge? And there you have it, the top 5 most dangerous dive sites in the US. From shark-infested shipwrecks to bottomless sinkholes, these locations are not for the faint of heart. These are places where nature's power is on full display, where one wrong move could be your last. So, what do you think? Would you dare to dive into any of these underwater death traps? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insane adventures. See you in the next one.